taping of each. What's up, everybody? Seattle Mike MMA with friends. Sorry about the feedback there, guys. We are ready. It's Rizin 26. Sorry, it's a bit early, a bit late, a bit something too much. Here in the States right now, here in Seattle, it's 12:30 at night, but we're going to start some commentary here. We got a great match coming up. Kyoji Hagiwara, 4-3, 150 pounds, out of Japan. Here we fucking go. It's Rizin, motherfuckers. Konnichiwa. Hello, konnichiwa. Get ready for fucking soccer kicks. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, Ren Hirimara Kyoji Hagiwara. $2:30 here at work. What's up, JD? T-Apple. Hiramoto versus Hagiwara, please. Thank you. What's up, Cameron Miller? Good to see you, my friend. 5-minute round here. Oh. Oh, nice takedown there from Hagiwara. Hiramoto holding on to the fence there for a moment. Oh, a big knee to the face on the ground here from Hagiwara. 2:30 here at work at 6. Damn, man. You are dedicated, a dedicated MMA fan. And this is the difference in Japanese MMA. I mean, they punish you for going for those takedowns. There's real punishments. Not like in the UFC. Yes, there's punishments, but you got to always worry about, oh, is there a hand on the ground when I need this guy when he's coming in? When I kick him in the face? Do I have to be polite and curtsy and fucking bow and rub his balls when he goes for a takedown to make sure I don't offend him? None of that bullshit over here. Oh, big right hands here from Hiramoto. What's up, Cameron Miller? Thank you. Hey, I like this shit. I like, what's up, Stiller Nation? Oh, and Hagiwara has full mount here. And big hammer fist from the top. Kyoji Horiguchi, he is looking to finish this thing. Oh, he's got the back. He's got the hooks. He just needs to spread him. He's going underneath the chin here. And Hiramoto doing a good job so far of defending this. Big shots from Hagiwara, though, here with hooks in. Oh, man, big hammer fist. And remember, he can hammer fist to the back of the head, too. This is real fighting. This is not a sport. This is real fighting. Oh, and look at this. And Hiramoto reverses it. And he is out. And big shots as Hagiwara has a single leg, though, and drags him back down to the ground. And there's a big crowd here, guys. This looks like a full frickin' crowd. That's not something I expected today. And sorry about the mess on the desktop here. But it had some horrible technical difficulties earlier. My monitor would not come on, and I was freaking out because I was freaking out. My monitor wasn't coming on because we were like 10 minutes from going live. And I'd bought the pay-per-view. And then so I had to call my son in, young David, to come in and save the day. But now I apologize here. I'm working in the background and I don't have all my shit together back here. Oh, and this is very close, and there's the end of the round. Wow, Hagiwara trying to finish there at the end and saved by the bell. That first round, though, that was a beating. I mean, 10-8, but it's probably a 10-7. As Frank Trigg mentions here. And Frank Trigg, he referees a lot of this. So there you go. I mean, he knows what's up. All right, round 2, here we go. Hagiwara and Hiramoto. An absolute domination in that first round. Izzy and Jan is set for March. You ready? Oh, I did not even know that. I am ready. Which do you think is going to win tonight, Kai or Horiguchi? Oh, Horiguchi, man. If Horiguchi can come back from that injury, I mean, Horiguchi, he's the freaking man. Nice knees in the clinch. Here from Hagiwara up against the fence here. Oh, and he's looking for this choke again. Hagiwara on top. He's got full mount, and he is raining down strikes. And game, set, match as he does the samurai celebration. Kaihi Hagiwara with an absolute domination. He just mopped the floor with his opponent here. Great first match. What's up, Dirt Crunch? Anyone else having problems with Live Now? I was the Almighty Fist. The issue I was having with Live Now, because I bought the pay-per-view, is so it's wanting to play 1 through 6. They broke it up into 15 parts for some reason, which is weird and makes it confusing. So you're going to want to go down, just scroll down below your player, and there should be one that says Session 2 and one that says Session 3. See if you can click on Session 2. Because Session 1 is over, and in between sessions you have to change it for some reason. So, see if that helps, Almighty Fest. And wow, yeah, if you're looking to watch, this is on livenow.com. It was $25. Well worth it. Oh my goodness, Derb Crunch. I have a video coming up on that. I am pissed about that, brother. That is some B to the S. It's that's crazy, man. Like they don't make enough money. Come on now. But yeah, that is correct. They're raising the price on pay-per-view. Wow. And in the interview, he says, I feel like a bully I'm not proud of beating up a weaker man. Wow, he says this guy should go back. This is incredible trash talking. He says he should go back and be an actor. Because tonight he won an Emmy and an award and getting his ass beat. Oh my goodness. Yeah, they're raising ESPN Plus. I knew ESPN Plus that they were going to raise the price on it. It's from $4.99 to $5.99. That's fine. If you pay yearly, like I do, that's why I paid yearly. Is because I knew they were going to raise the price eventually. I was afraid that it was going to happen much earlier. I mean, which maybe it would have. And calling out the champ here. So he's calling out the champ Asakura and some masterful shit talking there. And the featherweight division, I mean, similar to Bellator. With the stacked featherweight division, Rizin also has a stacked featherweight division. Coming up next, Kyle Aguon versus Kleber Koike Herbst. You got Japan versus Poland coming up. And I apologize. I'm trying to look at the chat and trying to get my metadata punched in because I couldn't see my monitor earlier. And of course, the damn problem was, unplug the frickin' thing, Mike. My son comes in and he goes, your monitor's working. He goes, what'd you do? He goes, I unplugged your computer. So, of course. Oh, wow. So they watched replay and overturned a win from earlier. As they could clearly see a tap. They went back and seen it and corrected it. I like it. I like it. I wish you could do some more of that in the States. And I don't know why I'm having any issues with all my bars here, but sorry about this in the background. I took an update from OBS and having some issues. We'll see. Hopefully, I can get this going by the next fight. And some slow piano music, and the pageantry is just incredible here. Why does everyone have an Horiguchi tonight? Just curious. I feel like their last fight didn't show much. Well, he's coming back from that injury. The guy's just a stud, man. Everyone should watch Rin Hiramoto. Man, yeah, they're... Oh, and here comes Kleber, not Keebler, Kyobi. This is quite the presentation. I feel like I'm at a rock concert here. You guys remember the pageantry of Pride, and you got the Japanese rap and everything here. This is pretty awesome, actually. I haven't really listened to much Japanese rap. I do have to admit, I am a fan of Spanish and Russian rap. Even though I don't understand much of what the hell they're saying, I'll use it for patterns in my workouts when I don't have to, I don't know all the words, but it's something fun, the rhythms, and this is just a different rhythm. Kleber Koike, 31 years old, 21-5. Definitely great, not denying that. Should go back and overturn that win, Masvidal versus Askren. Askren was clearly getting ready to mount a comeback. Fight was stopped too early. Maybe, 25 wins, 23 finishes for Kyoki, 21 submissions. He's a former KS1 featherweight champion. Kleber Koike, he is the real fucking deal. This guy could have a featherweight championship, a featherweight belt in any league, guys. And hopefully I should have all this set up in the background here by the start of this round. All right, so there we go. Now we got it. And I thought I remembered some first rounds that had 10 minutes. Like Pride, it doesn't look like that's what they're doing tonight. But, all right, guys, here we go. I got to work, and thanks, hey, no problem, man. Hey, I'm glad that worked for you. What's up, Robert Kerrigan in the house? Be honest, I never watch Horizon, but when Mike has a stream, I show up. Hey, well, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. And there's some big hip-hop fans here in Japan. Both guys coming out to... And guys, I don't know a lot about modern hip-hop. I think this is Chance the Rapper. I'm not sure. It's that song, You Ain't Got No Problem With Me. But, yeah, I'm glad that worked for you. Like I said, live.now, guys, $25. Kyle Aguon, 12-8, 31 years old, 147 pounds, born in the USA, lives in Japan now. He doesn't look like a Kyle. Definitely Japanese, Japanese descent. And both of these guys are former champions in other organizations. And KSW, for those guys that don't know, I mean, that's legit. KSW is super legit. It's Poland's version of the UFC, and yeah, it's pretty damn great. Let's go, Kyle, says Nicholas. Had to stop in as well. What's up, Scott F? Appreciate it. I will pick Japanese Kyle for the win. Kyle Aguon is married to Mayu. Well, thank you, Nicholas Roberto. I am much, much more familiar with the U.S. MMA scene. So thank you for dropping some knowledge bombs here. And, wow, yeah, these guys, they're featherweight. Of course, it's, you know, here, it's kilograms. It's translated into pounds. The weight classes are just a little different. Both guys 31 years old. Koike an inch taller at 5'10". Koike 25-5-1. Japanese Kyle 12-8. I'm going to go with Koike, actually. Apparently, there was a lot of hype around this fight, though. What's going on, 7? How can I watch along? Where do I order? Live.now. Type in live.now, Rizin 26, and you should get the link. 25-5-1. Let me see if I can... Let me post the link here. It should make it just a little easier, right? Kyle Aguon in the green corner. All right. Hopefully that should work for you. Robert, all right, both men. Oh, wow. So this is pretty cool with Live Now. I'm going to have to figure this out next time. Might have to have a contest or something. I don't know. Apparently, Live Now, you can watch with up to 3 friends. So that's pretty cool. From what I understand, I think one person pays for it. And all 3 of you can watch it in like a private viewing, as I understand it. Oh, it's a long show, man. These onlys are. Yeah, they really, really are. Me and Billy did a 7.5-hour show. And took a second. For some reason, when I click that link, I don't know. Oh, it logged me out. So this Live Now app is maybe just a little glitchy. I hope it didn't just take away my pay-per-view. This is weird. Claberlang, site not working for me. What's up, Nicholas Roberto? Yeah, I'm having issues now too, man. So yeah, I'm saying not the best rollout here. It's trying to tell me do you want to buy this again? It's like, no, I've already paid for this shit. Here we go. 7 to 10. Yeah, it's taken me back to the payment, and I've already paid. I have the freaking receipt for it. So, I wish I could show the fight. I'm pretty sure that I would get immediately removed, though, man. Sorry about that. I definitely would for you. Certainly would in a heartbeat. Nicholas, if you're watching this on live now, well, let me see if it works for me first. Okay, there we go. I thought that might work. Round one here. A minute left. Kleber Koike and Kyle Aguon. Please show fire. That's my cousin. Nice. Go to your email. Go to your email, Nicholas Roberto, where it says watch now and you paid for it. And Kleber talking here from the top. He gets the choke out. And wow, just in time here. The arm triangle from the mount. Kleber Koike, wow. And Japanese Kyle was completely unconscious here. They're waking him up. Sorry about your cousin, Nicholas. I think he's dead. No, I'm just kidding. I apologize. That was inappropriate. But he's definitely unconscious. I hope he's okay. Yeah, they're getting him up. That was uncalled for. If you were here, I would let you slap me. You didn't give me a virtual slap. That was inappropriate. But great choke there. All right, guys, 21 people watching. Everybody, please hit that like button. Sorry about the technical difficulties at the beginning of this, but we got it going now. And we got finishes, guys. That's what I like. I like finishes. And I like the soccer kicks. I like that we're getting some real fighting tonight. Oh, wow, your cousin got to put to sleep fast as fuck. No way. Yeah, sorry about that, man. Why does Frank Trick's audio sound like he's in a shed with a microphone from 1999? Oh, my goodness. Oh, that is hilarious. I'm going to pin that, almighty. Wow, that is great. Oh, and man, I hope nobody listens to this later, because I am so tempted to put this up for you guys, to put the video up and try to, try to claim a 76, which is 1976 copyrights, that you have the right to post on something for the right of criticism and different things like that, which legally, I believe I could commentate on it. But the issue is YouTube's not going to put up with it. And I'm afraid YouTube's going to pull it right away. And they would give me a 90-day suspension. So, yep, submission first round, Nicholas. Ain't worth the strikes on your account, fam. Yeah, it's not. And the worst thing about, I might even do it. If it was like a normal strike, but unfortunately your live strike, it's a 90-day suspension. You cannot stream for 90 days. And I would slap you if I were next to you. All right, you can give me the little slap emoji. For some reason now, keeps declining my cards. I don't know, man. I paid through PayPal, Robert, because to be honest, I hadn't heard of Live Now, and I wasn't real sure. Anytime I buy something online, I generally do it with PayPal, just in case there's some kind of issue. Now I know Live Now. I know a little more about them. They're a legit business. They're not like some seedy, under the table people that are going to steal your credit cards. As far as I can see, they're pretty legit. But has Kyle woke up yet? Yes, he is. Yep, submission in first round. We still got Mayu in the main event. Try again, Rob. It will work the second time I tried. Thanks for the feedback, Almighty Fist. Yeah, there's just a few little glitches like working around the site, but it's Robert. It's not any different than ESPN Plus. It's not any glitchier than ESPN Plus, I should say. Yuki Motoya versus Naoki. Inoue up next. I wish I could even play some of this cool music, but that's what gets you copyrighted the easiest. And man, the commentary, the pageantry, and everything, guys, though, I'll tell you what, it's my card sent message saying unlawful purchase. Mike, I'm bummed that Edwards fight canceled again. Me too, man. That sucks. Nicholas, did Jorge sign? Did he sign the contract? I heard he was running. I heard Jorge Masvidal was running. That he was actually hiding under the same ring or cage that John Jones was back in the day. But yeah, I do see targeted for UFC 259, Jan Blachowicz, Israel Adesanya. That looks pretty official. I seen Kevin Holland. Kevin Holland was calling out Leon Edwards, and no, Jorge did not. Yeah, we'll try the PayPal route then, man. Yeah. Probably still eating burgers with the president's son in tracksuits. What's up, Vulgar Genius? Oh, sorry about that, Robert. Yeah, that's how I did it. So I'm not sure how to get around that. Holland, oh, that's right. Holland has already signed to fight Brunson. He did talk some S though. He talked some smack. Jorge is badass, bro. I do like Jorge, but he's having some Diaz-like issues with his contracting. A lot of people are saying he's kind of running. I don't think he's running. I don't think he's scared. I mean, he just to take anybody who takes a fight against the champion, like he did against Usman on just an incredibly short notice. I mean, incredibly, and across the world on top of it. I mean, that was crazy, but yeah, we need to get Jorge Masvidal back inside the octagon. Holland said he doesn't want to wait till March 20th because that's too long, so he wants to fight Edwards before then. I seen that. Jorge is scared to fight Colby, in my opinion, because he talks smack. I don't think he wants that fight either, Dirt Crunch. And here's the issue with Jorge Masvidal, and here comes Naoki Inoue. 14-2, just 23 years old, weighs in at 133 pounds, born in Japan. Born and grown in Japan, Naoki, making his way to the cage. And Hit me with that Twitter, Robert. Try it again. Hey, Robert, I don't want to say a whole lot on here, but what I will say, I don't want to get in trouble, but give Seven your Twitter. He's the hookup master. He'll help you out, dude. I'm going to go get a little bit of water, guys, and I'll be right back. Sorry, Becca. Oh, I was saying sorry. I'm live next to you. What's up? What's up, Chase? Excuse me, Chase. Yeah. All right, guys. The long pageantry here. Helping me out here. Yuki Motoya, 26-8, 134 pounds, out of Japan, making his way to the ring right now. Try it again. Carmechis now says declined. Yeah, have Seven. Have Seven hook you up, man. Honestly, don't want to see that fight. I like George too much. So here's what I was coming to, is the deal with Jorge Masvidal. He's in a very tough position. And generally, I mean, I like the guys. I wish he would just fight whoever, whenever. But I understand he's in a monetary position where he is so popular that a loss is... it can be monetarily devastating to him, especially a loss to Colby Covington. Because, I mean, that guy talks more trash than Oscar the Grouch. I mean, his mouth is just a constant dumpster fire. And I wouldn't want to listen to him. Nobody wants to lose to Colby, yep. But... and there it is. Yuki Motoya, 8 years older at 31 years old. Naoki, an inch taller at 5'8". Yuki, 26-8. Naoki, 14-2. So Yuki versus Naoki. Up next. So satisfying watching Usman knock him out. My next, how do I use Twitter to contact? Following now. Top right, there should be like a message. There should be like a DM spot. Now, 14-2 out of the blue corner. 133 pounds, 23 years old. Naoki Inoue. Yeah, Jorge got to make as much as he can, but losing to Colby would crush his ego. All right, out of the red corner, 26-8 as a professional, 31 years old, 134 pounds, out of Japan. Yuki Motoya. Yeah, you got to protect that branding sometimes, unfortunately. I mean, it's called prize fighting for a reason, and you only get so much time. And Jorge, I mean, you got to remember, he put in his dues through Bodog. I got a soft spot for, if you want to call it picking and choosing fights, for Jorge Masvidal, because, all right, Naoki in the black and red trunks, Yuki Motoya in the red and white. Oh, I'm seeing what you're talking about on Frank Trigg. God, it sounds like that microphone is an anal probe. I mean, it literally sounds like his microphone got shoved up his ass. That's horrible. Nice low leg kick there from Naoki to start this out. A combination from Yuki standing. Oh, Yuki shoots for the takedown, misses. Right hand from Naoki over the top. I think Adesanya wins light heavyweight belt in March. All right. Hey, thank you, Seven. I appreciate you looking out for Robert there. Nice right hand over the top. Oh, great left hook there from Motoya. Nice inside leg kick there from Yuki. Spinning back fist attempt misses from Yuki Motoya. Oh, nice counter right from Naoki. He is so fast. And this bantamweight division. Oh, nice inside leg kick from Motoya. The bantamweight division in Rizin is almost as stacked as their featherweight. Nice kick to the body there from Naoki. Oh, great counter left hook there from Naoki. And another counter left hook. Oh, nice right uppercut from Naoki. And speaking of Jorge Masvidal, I mean, his countering and footwork is looking similar to what Masvidal did to Diaz here in the early going. But a nice straight right and a left hook from Motoya finds the target. No volume, but listen to Mike's commentary. Thank you, Robert. I'll try to pay more attention to the fight than the chat here for a little while. Oh, Naoki barely missed with... Oh, nice right hand there from Naoki. And an inside leg kick. Hopefully we're synced up, Robert. If we're not, I'm not... Let me see if you can pause. Oh, you definitely can pause this live now. I will say, once I got logged in and everything, this live now, it's tight. Oh, Yuki Motoya getting the takedown, but Naoki with the reversal, immediately taking the back here, and he's got the backpack, and he brings him down, and he's got hooks in, and Naoki working violently to get this choke. Yuki Motoya could be in a lot of trouble here. This is a tight arm triangle. Oh my goodness, and he's got the rear naked all the way, and we might see the second unconscious fighter of the night, and he taps. Wow, we have seen some legit submissions tonight. And Naoki, that was as great as there is. I'm 30 seconds behind, bummer. Well... Is anybody else watching? We can sync up, Robert. I'll just pause it for 30 seconds, man. I don't think... Oh, he definitely looks smooth. Yeah, I'll just pause it for 30 seconds. And anybody that wants to sync up, they can pause it for 30 seconds too. So we'll make sure we get synced up in the next fight, Robert. Because I don't want to spoil the fight for you while you're watching it. That would kind of suck. I've learned it's better to be a little behind than ahead, because nobody wants to listen to a commentary where somebody spoils the fights for you right before you see them all. Ain't no problem, man. Dude, you're up here watching MMA with me at 4 o'clock in the morning. I appreciate you. Actually, is it 420 where you're, Robert? I believe it just turned 420. Yeah, it's 4:20 a.m. here. I know Dirk Crunch. I know he's 420ing it up. And what is the meaning behind Derp Crunch, by the way, Derp? 420 and I'm sparking up. All right. Can also pause this stream. Oh, hey. So there you go. Nice. Only 120 here. Flexes in West Coast. Yeah, 120 for me too, but perfect time to roll up another one. All right, and let's hear. I'm sure there's going to be a call out here. And he deserves it. Naoki, I mean, what an incredible performance there. That was a slick submission. And it is a total different kind of shit talking here in Japan than in the States, though. And it's refreshing. It's entertaining. Like that last fight saying, I'm sorry to beat up on a weaker man tonight. Maybe he should go be an actor. Maybe the translation part of it even makes it even funnier. Oh, he looks extremely nervous here. So Naoki, very humble here, just thanking everybody here. It says thank you all for coming out and watching me. Thank you for all my friends and training partners. And make it look too easy after that single leg. Got my volume back, sweet. Oh, nice. Yeah, I didn't have volume here on Live Now at first. I just had to realize I had to hit on mute. So I'm really liking their player now that I got it figured out. It actually, I said it was not glitchier than ESPN Plus. It's significantly less glitchy than ESPN Plus. Oh, and who is that? At ringside there, the legendary Sakuraba. I feel like it might be time to eat a Hot Pocket. That's pretty funny, Derp Crunch, because I just ate, no lie, I just ate 2 Hot Pockets just about 20 some minutes ago, dude. Right here. 2 pepperoni Hot Pockets. That's the go-to, man. That is the go-to meal. when you don't have time. I like cooking. I like to make a meal, but I mean, yeah, that's the go-to when you're in a time crunch. Is Big Dan reffing? I haven't seen him. Nice. The cheddar and broccoli one is my favorite, but I end up with a lot of the pepperoni and the ham and cheese because I have teenagers. So I buy those big 12 packs, the big variety packs like at Costco. Does so many damn events. I'm 20 beers deep now. Oh my goodness. You're an animal, Robert. I can't hang with you, man. He does so many damn events. What a job. Big Dan. Dan Mergliotta? I'm assuming that's who you're talking about. And I jinxed myself. I was talking about how great this Live Now stream is. And it's frozen on me a couple times now. Oh, I think we're going to bouts 11 through 15. Sipping coffee with Irish cream. Hey, do you guys have an intermission right now? 35 minutes and 20 seconds to the last 4 bouts? So it looks like it's an intermission, Robert. What I did is just went to session 3 here on Live Now. I know you can't see it, but Big John. Big John McCarthy. I don't think he referees anymore. At least he's not allowed to in the States, which is stupid because he commentates. But I'll show you. I can show you this, I think, the screen that I have right now. I don't think this is going to get me in trouble. Because it's just a timer. Yeah, that's what I have right now. And referees under contract with certain organizations, or can they go whatever the ref? Yeah, no, they don't sign with organizations. That's actually, I'm pretty sure it's illegal all around. Like, I don't think any commissions would ever sanction that. Certain promotions have their favorite. Yeah, you're always gonna see. And I can never think of this guy's name. Mike Beltran, the guy with the braided beard. I don't know that I've ever seen him referee a UFC fight. But he's always there for Bellator, and I've seen him in several other promotions. I was watching highlights of Rizin and seen him past events. I thought I remembered seeing him too. Yeah, so the second half is now finished, and it is an intermission. Robert, it looks like 33 minutes, so we can just BS and talk about what's going on in MMA right now. There's a lot going on for not having events, at least in the UFC, for a couple of weeks. Just didn't know how old they were. Well, Rizin's they haven't been around for a whole long time. I want to say maybe 4 years, 2016. I used to order all of the Rizins on Fight TV all the way through 23. So I have all of those on the Fight TV DVR to watch anytime. I'll go back and watch some of those fights sometimes. If referees were signed to certain promotions, then it would open the door to a lot of shady businesses. Oh, yeah, Vulgar Jeans. You could never have any gambling. Could you imagine if Dana White was Herb Dean's boss? I mean, you hear him going off about referees as it is. Referees and judges. I mean, he's the one essentially that got Mario Yamasaki removed from refereeing, and I'm not sure I don't think his license got pulled. I think Yamasaki just got tired of everybody's shit, and he's just like, yeah, I can't take it anymore. And, Dana White, he had a legitimate reason to be upset because somebody was going to get killed the way Yamasaki was reffing. I mean, he should have been refereeing like, prison death fights in one of those movies. You know those movies, it's kind of like Death Race, only instead of, them all racing to get out of prison, like you have some kind of secret kumite to the death and the winner gets parole. That's where Yamasaki belongs. Don't get me wrong, I would watch it. I would watch it, but he doesn't belong in the UFC. It's when I first found you, was a Rizin you did 2 years ago. Well, I didn't realize that, Robert. Was that was back when I got away with showing the fights, and I think I streamed the fights, and this shows how much copyright detection and everything has come. I think I streamed like 3 full Rizin events, and like the third one, Fight TV, God bless them, they were very nice. They sent me this email though. We see from your YouTube channel that you have streamed an entire Rizin event. You know better than that. Please immediately remove this event or we'll have to file a copyright claim. So that was a really nice way for them to go about it. Yes, we watched you stream them. Back in the good old days, the sport. See, everybody's always saying, watch the fight, or show the fight, show the fight. Robert can verify for you guys. Back when I could show the fight, I show the fight. And every once in a while, you know, we get one of these organizations that, I need to get back with California Cage Warriors, because they had actually given me permission to show a lot of their fights. And some of the older fights are way back in the files. If you search through them on the MMA with Friends YouTube page. But, yeah, they gave me permission. I need to get more permission maybe from some of these smaller organizations, because it is fun to be able to watch them with you guys. And it's easier for me to just watch one screen if I got the chat and I got the fights. 28 minutes, a little over 28 minutes here. Left an intermission here for Rizin. Let's throw a little trivia out there to kill some time. First, let's talk this next UFC card, Holloway versus Qatar. I need to do a deep dive on that, because I haven't done a preview video on that one yet. I definitely do need to. And you guys seen for a while I've been lazy, but I've been doing my previews. There's not a lot of matches that are officially made right now, but I got Poirier and McGregor. I got that prediction up. And I have Michael Chandler and Dan Hooker up, and I'm working on Calvin Kattar and Max Holloway. I'm leaning towards Max right now, but I got to watch some more footage. Once the wrestler JBL had an MMA organization here in Kentucky. Nice. And that's what I would do if I was one of these organizations. I mean, first, you got to make sure that you're selling out. I wouldn't show any live streams until I'm selling out. But then once you are selling out, you could put it up live on YouTube for everybody to watch. And you could get the ad revenue. They could get the super chats, things like that. I wish I could put together my own league. But it would not be financially viable to do it just for YouTube revenue. I don't make near enough on YouTube to pay fighters. Even if it was amateur fighters, I think I would lose money. Santiago Ponzinibbio versus Lai Jingli on that card too. Ponzi is legit. I hadn't. The last time I had looked at this card, it was just Holloway and Qatar. So let me bring this up. I'm going to bring this card up because these are new to me. I've learned, guys, I'm at work a lot. I'm constantly moving. I've just learned if I'm going to watch TV or something, generally for more than like 20 or 30 minutes, it has to be something active like this. I feel like I have like this illness that if I don't stay busy and I give myself a few seconds to think, my mind starts going to dark places. Maybe it's because of this COVID and stuff, but I've learned that's just mentally, that's just the healthiest way for me to be. Okay, so we only have still 3 fights on the UFC side at least. Max Holloway versus Calvin Kattar. Omari Akhmedov versus Tom Breeze, and David Zawada versus Ramazan Amir. Would you accept a commentary role for an up-and-coming MMA organization? F asked. As long as they didn't have some kind of like stipulation where they tried to, control what I did in other venues, sure. I mean, I wouldn't want them to tell me that I couldn't do my YouTube or anything like that. But yeah, for sure. And nowadays, I mean, it would be much better to do it live. But if they weren't, somewhere where I could travel to easily, I mean, you can do it remotely. Anyone else seeing video of Herb Dean's finest moments? How do I get back to Rizin? Oh, man, I would just refresh, man. I don't know. And wow, there are a lot of people coming in and out of this when they see I'm not showing the fights. 6,435 people have popped in here, but I got an average duration viewing time of 19 seconds. So, 30 of you in here now, though. Make sure, hit the thumbs up button, because I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of thumbs down. I always do on these. I never made any claim that I'm showing the fights, but a lot of people will come in. They'll see I'm not showing the fights. Yeah, I can see right now I have 12 thumbs up and 17 thumbs down. So if you could help me out on that, that's the one thing about these Rizin events. They really bring down my thumbs up, thumbs down ratio for the year. I couldn't afford to do too many of them because I end up at under 500. Let me see. I know I said we would go to some trivia, but I do want to see this new UFC card. I'm going to go to the Tapology website. It's crazy that Tapology is much better at updating cards than basically anyone. Them and SureDog. And Tapology is even better. They're way more accurate than the UFC is at updating their own cards. Oh, yeah, they got 15 bouts here. Let's go through this. Hell yeah. I've been in here since almost the beginning. What's up, Niani? Got a new subscriber from me. Well, thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm going to the Tapology card. It's 15 fights. Which no way all those make it to January. No, and I noticed they've been scheduling at least 15 fights, and that's pretty smart because so many fights falling through because of the Khabib Ferguson virus. But yeah, let's go through this card. Yeah, see, and there's already been 3 fights canceled. Santiago Ponzinibbio versus Muslim Solikov. Santiago, man, that guy cannot make a fight to save his life, unfortunately, and this one is not his fault. Sakayev withdrew for whatever reason. Warley Alves versus Christian Aguilera. Aguilera had to drive from that one. Canceled. And then flyweight, we were supposed to get Tim Elliott versus Jordan Espinoza. Espinoza tested positive for the Khabib Ferguson virus. This card just started now. I thought it was on tonight. Oh, yeah, it is. It's actually, they're in the second intermission. And I'll tell you how long. 21 minutes left in the intermission, guys. So, and then, yeah, we're going to get more fights. Betch Kahea returning. If she loses, and I should say when she loses, expect her to get cut with all these cut. I will say that Dana White said there would be 60-plus fighters cut before the end of the year. Well, I have a few days left in the end of the year, so maybe... You've been around for a while, Derp Crunch. I appreciate you, though. Thank you, Almighty. Appreciate it. Did this card just start now? Oh. It started at 9 p.m. Pacific, midnight Eastern. I came on at 12:30. She announced that this upcoming fight is a retirement fight. Oh, well, there you go. Okay. So that settles that, I guess. But yeah, Betchkahea versus Yan and Wu. So that's her last fight. Nick Lenz, that's going to be his last fight, I would imagine, too. I'm kind of surprised they're giving him another fight. They were looking to make him and BJ Penn as a retirement fight for each other, I know. Taking on Mike Grundy. Soriano versus Todorovic. Both undefeated fighters. Definitely some sleeper fights on this. But I'm just seeing this for the first time, guys. Carlos Condit and Matt Brown. What about that fight on the main card? Excuse me, guys. I'm having a real bad dry throat. But Yokon Buckley, the knockout machine against Alessio De Chirico. Buckley, after that knockout of the year, I mean, he had a great knockout in the next fight after that. Brown versus Connor is going to be a well-matched scrap. Yeah, and they're both around the different age, certain similar ages, similar points in their career. I know Matt's a little older, but I think Condit's fell in his career, a similar amount. That should be a really good fight, though. And Santiago Ponzinibbio, there he is. There's his return against somebody who's mentioned that earlier. They told me Zhongling Li. Rodolfo Vieira versus Anthony Hernandez. That's a fire fight. Ricky Simone and Brian Kelleher in the co-main event. That's a solid card. That is solid as hell. And you're right, Almighty Fist. I think the loser of that one will probably definitely leave town because those guys, they just have too big of they make too much money. Too big of paydays for those two. And sorry, and you guys have to see all the background stuff there, but I'm going to get the timer in the background so you guys can see how much time till the next fight. Still remember that brutal elbow Brown hit Diego with? Whoa. Yep, this is the most filthy kick catch elbow I ever seen. Oh, that was crazy. That was definitely crazy. It doesn't look like there's anything in the background that I'm going to get in trouble for on here. So I'm just going to leave the timer up there so you guys can see how much time until the next fights. Hard card to bet on. I couldn't even find odds on this, to be honest. I looked everywhere for odds on it, but yeah, I couldn't find them. Folded him like a lawn chair. Yes, he did. Ayaki Hamasaka fought yet. I don't believe so. Let me go through. I'm going to go through. No, he has not. Or she has not, excuse me. That's coming up. Next fight up after the intermission, actually. It looks like Hamasaki and Yamamoto. So, yeah, that'll be next. And then Takanori Gomi versus Koji Tanaka. Makura Asakura versus Satoshi Yamusi. Tenshin Asagawa versus Komandoi I'm not sure to pronounce that last name. Sorry, I don't want to butcher it. But he's a Thai boxing champion. Should be Tenshin's biggest challenge yet. And then Kai Asakura versus Kyoji Horiguchi in the main event. Good news is this is the last intermission of the night. And it looks like this card will not last near as long as some of those in the past, or maybe just because it started so early. Me and Billy did this, and we were literally went 7.5 hours. We started at midnight, and I think I streamed something else that day too. I believe it might have been a UFC or something. Billy actually fell asleep on the mic for a few minutes, and I was definitely dozing because the intermissions were just so long. It's 8-hour Rizin cards are tough. Oh yeah, that's why I don't think I'll do a full card again. That's why, I started this one an hour and a half in. I had to get some sleep. I couldn't sleep yesterday at all. There's something, I don't know what full moons have to do with our sleep cycle and things. But I'll tell you what, guys, it's, I cannot sleep when there's a full moon. For a good 36 hours. Just do the main card, yep. Robert said, I remember when Billy fell asleep, yeah. Yeah, those hour intermissions are brutal. Shibata is better than McGregor. So it looked like they ended up having 3 shorter intermissions instead of the big hour. And so I want to say they had an hour and a half intermission once. I might be mistaken, but it seems like it was an hour and a half. But let's do some MMA trivia real quick while we're waiting. Everybody refresh your browsers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, guys. A premier kickboxer who won 12 world titles in 4 weight classes. He was the star of the Blood Fist series and sat down as a commentator in the very early UFCs. This guy's a pretty popular guy as far as the MMA, MMA and martial arts movie scene is concerned. It is not Boss. Next fight, Shibata versus Mayweather. It is not Bill Superfoot Wallace, but good guess. Good guess, Volgar Jr. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Oh, geez, I love it. There's a dragon in there. He does go by Dragon, Robert. God, I almost want to give you that one. All right, before anybody can Google that one, it's going to be Don the Dragon Wilson from the Blood Fists. Gomi will beat Koji by unanimous decision. You don't think he'll finish him? What's up, Phil Jones? I think they probably, I don't know a lot about Koji, but I assumed they talked Takanori Gomi into coming back for a match. They're going to give him kind of like one of these, I have a word for it I usually use, and I can't think of what it is, but it's like a feature bout, basically where you bring a fighter in and you put somebody up against them what's legitimate, but not a legitimate threat. Like they know a little bit about fighting, so it doesn't, look like a backyard brawl, but it's basically just to highlight the skills of the fighter everybody came to see. And I don't always have an issue with those fights. They used to have a lot of them in boxing back in the 90s. Forgot his whole name on drug, got confused. All right, let's throw another one out there. For this former UFC champion was recently questioned by police after giving away food without a mask. Bystanders accused him of giving away poison food. So this UFC fighter, former champion, was giving away food. Some people took offense to the fact that he did not have a mask on. And so they went to the officials and said he was giving away poison food. Oh, I thought that was short. The session 2, that was only 41 minutes. Wow, all right, guys. So we got some Rizin highlights going on in the background, and why not? This is good advertisement for them. Session 3 will begin at 3:30 a.m. Eastern. So, wow. So they pushed this up a little bit. But yeah, here's some highlights from last Rizin's. Yep, Tito, who was it? Derp Crunch got it first. Good job, Dirt. Vulgar Genius had it. Almighty Fist. Robert, yes, I win again. Yep, you got it. I hate ads. Oh, sorry. Oh, you didn't have to, did you get an ad? I didn't mean to make you refresh that time. That's why I had it back-to-back real quick, because I was trying to make sure you didn't get caught behind an ad. Loka versus Tanaka was great fight. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Manel Cape versus Sasaki. This guy is making his UFC debut coming up. Manel Cape, this guy is an animal, and they're not making him look great right here. I think this might be, maybe this is one of his 2 losses. Yes, it was. But he's came a long ways in 2 years. He ended up becoming the Rizin champion over there. Tito for president 2024. Oh my goodness. How did he get elected to city council? Oh God, I'm sure he could get elected to Seattle City Council. We have the worst, it's got to be the worst city council in the history of the country. And there's been several of their members actually recalled by vote, and they just keep on voting in, these freaking morons. I mean, that's crazy. Should have made his debut in June, but 2020 is what it is. Yeah, he had a future. Manel Cape, this guy, he could be a legitimate challenge to Davis and Figueiredo. I don't want to speak too out of turn because you never know once somebody goes into the UFC if they're going to be as good as they were in other promotions. Like Michael Chandler, I don't expect to have the same successes in UFC that he did in Bellator. I just don't. He may not win a fight before he gets out unless they, give him somebody outside of the top 10. Showing his loss because they're salty that he left. Oh, you're probably right. Mike, that was that fighter that got kicked in the face and had to have surgery. The white guy buzz cut. Damn, that's a fight right there. But flyweight has a fun near future. Oh, they definitely do. UI versus Motoya. Damn, that was a great knee. Hopefully I have some soccer kicks here in these highlights. Geez, 23 beers. Yep, Chandler versus Hooker. What's up, Zabel? I think Chandler is gonna get. I think he's gonna get beat down pretty bad by Dan Hooker. That's a tough first fight. All right, guys, don't worry about refreshing. I don't think it's been long enough. We're not going to do a refresh so you don't get caught behind an ad. I'm just going to go into the next trivia question. A veteran of UFC 6, 7, and 8, this 6'8" monster unfortunately went into ICU on December 17th with the Khabib-Tony virus and has not been breathing on his own. It's a good matchup. Motoya. It is not Tim Sylvia. God, that's one guy, and I hate to be mean, but man, if Tim Sylvia were to get this virus, he could be in a lot of trouble. That guy probably needs to be like down in a basement with Joe Biden or something. Sorry to get political there, but I mean, he's well over 400 pounds the last I heard. He's so overweight that nobody will sanction him to fight. He's dangerously overweight. I talked about this recently on a stream because I'm actually friends with this guy, but no, he was in UFC 6, 7, 8. He was in Valley Tudo. And this is going to give it away for the hardcores, I think. Seen him on a hunting thing on YouTube. I really liked him, by the way, too. And I mean, I really don't mean that in a vulgar way. I worry about his health, though. I hope he can get it under control. Maybe he's already lost the weight. And if he has, I apologize. Randy is such a legend. Damn, I know his first name is Paul. Yep, you are right. But I forgot his last name. All right, if nobody gets it here in a minute. Vulgar Genius, I'm going to give one hint out, and I'll give it to you if nobody gets it. UFC 7, he was in the finals against Marco Huas. Oh, Blue Collar Ninja, there it is, gets it. Paul Varlins. Vulgar Genius too. I'm gonna give you guys both a point on that one though. One had the first name, one had the last. Never heard of him. Yeah, the Polar Barrel Paul Varlins. If you look on my channel, I have several Valley Tudo fights and events up that you can watch, and he's fighting in that. But yeah, he was in UFC 6. He won his first match, ended up losing to Tank Abbott later in the tournament. Then in UFC 7, he went all the way to the finals where he fought Marco Huas for somewhere in between 10 and 15 minutes. And it was the first fight that was ever stopped by leg kicks. Marco Huas kicked Varlin's big legs until he couldn't walk anymore. He literally fell to the ground. Oh, and here's Win and Horiguchi. Horiguchi will be fighting later tonight if you're watching the highlights. Look at those big right hands. Wow, Kyoji Horiguchi had the Rizin and the Bellator Bantamweight Championship devastating knockout there of Ben Wynn, former UFC veteran. Would you accepted Paul V? Probably, yeah. I'd at least given you half. I'd have given it to you, though, I think, with Paul V. Always leg kick TKOs are always the most brutal to watch. Yeah, that was crazy. And he had those big thighs because Varlin, I mean, he was 6'8", and at the time, I want to say he was somewhere in between 300 and 350 pounds. And he was not fat. He was just like one of these big dudes. I mean, he wasn't like chiseled like Yoel Romero or anything, but he certainly wasn't fat. Oh, Kai Asakura versus Horiguchi. So there'll be a rematch tonight. Watch this highlight. This was from their first fight. And you look at Asakura landing some big shots here. Oh, that devastating knee. And Asakura took him out in their first fight a little over a year ago. I'm going with Horiguchi for revenge tonight, though. Still devastated from that first fight. Couldn't think how to spell. I think the beers are getting to me. Or the good weed. I'm not sure. Remember, he's Mark Kerr's debut opponent. Dude was given so many monsters in his career. Oh, yeah, he never got a gimme fight. That's for damn sure. I didn't know how to live in a world where the Guts wasn't champ for about a week. Or the Gooch, yeah, oh, yeah, man. I hope he comes back, as good or better than ever. Let's throw another trivia question out there. Don't worry about refreshing. All right, guys. This UFC legend is known as the godfather of ground and pound, mixing in vicious headbutts in the early UFC. This is the guy that really figured out as a wrestler how to use the ground and pound. It is not Mark Kerr. You're close. He also had a heart attack this year, unfortunately. I'm also friends with this guy. I was talking to him after the heart attack, and he was just about to come on the show. Coleman, Vulgar Genius, you're correct. Mark Coleman. Vulgar Genius 2 in a row here. Oh, and Robert had it, but a little behind Vulgar Genius there. All right, we'll throw out some more trivia here. All right, guys, launching his career not much after Bruce Lee, this martial artist used humor and his own stunts to form a unique identity, and he really formed like a new kind of martial arts video. Yeah, I think you guys are right. They just showed Manel Cape. I think they are salty because they just showed both of his losses. That's kind of crappy of them, but it is what it is. Hagiwara versus Ochimara here from December of 2018. Robert Kerrigan gets, Derp Crunch had the first name, but not both. I got to give it to Robert because he had both of them first. Sorry, Derp. Robert Kerrigan. Oh, and look at the foot stomp there at the end, or the head stomp. Oh, that was like towards the neck. It looks like he's seen the referee coming in, so maybe it was actually on the back. He kind of that guy's a character too, Hagiwara. Of course, he fought earlier tonight. He's got some of the funniest shit talking there is. Watanabe versus... Oh, I didn't even realize that they had a Rizin in August. I thought this was the first event of the year. I'm going to have to go back and watch that one. Damn drunk fingers. You got to do his Jacko-chan. Jacko? You know, like Jacko, like Michael Jackson and Jackie Chan. Had a baby. No. Yeah, I passed out halfway through the one in August. Yeah, they're long. They're long. Like I said, I can't do a full event again. It's just, I don't think it's really worth it for anybody. Because I'm not sharp by the end of it. I'm falling asleep 7.5 hours in the middle of the night. By the end of it, I'm having a hard time, having a good time, and enjoying the fights, and it's not as enjoyable for everybody else. So I like that it's I like coming in at least after the first intermission. Robert gets another point for being able to type after 23 beers. I think there was one time, Robert, that I might have had somewhere around 23 beers in my entire life. And I think that's like when I was 19 or 20 in retail. And me and two other guys got in a drinking contest. I don't suggest this. And oh my God, we were all three in the 20s. We decided to have a barbecue. And I was so drunk that these guys went to get more beer. Walking, by the way, they were close to the store. They didn't drive, even though it was the early 2000s. We weren't all idiots. But so they told me, I guess what they said, the owner of the house said that he wanted me to prime the coals. Well, I was so drunk, I really didn't know what the hell was going on. And I put the lighter fluid on there, got the coals going, and immediately threw these expensive, I mean, these are like 3-inch thick T-bones that this guy had bought. It was a real asshole move, but I was so drunk. And it was like 4 T-bones, and I cooked them like immediately. I put the lighter fluid on, lit the charcoal, and God, those steaks all tasted like lighter fluid. And then we ended up getting in a fight in his house and ended up going through a wall. It was a wild thing. I apologize later. Many times. Robert has drank more beer tonight than I have had all month. Oh, I haven't had close to 23 beers in the last month. So yeah, Robert's the beer king in this one. I can't even compete. So drunk at UFC 215, I got lost in the parking lot in front of my hotel. Oh, that's great, Almighty Fist. Yeah, I have some stories for some reason. Fighting and drinking go together. I was in Spokane. We were in Spokane at the Hooters, and I was there with my brother-in-law. You guys don't know him, so I won't throw his name out. I have 2 brother-in-laws. So I won't say which one. But, so we get there, and I hadn't seen him in a while. We went over there to Spokane to visit him, and he just gets smashed. And he's a big guy, around 300 pounds, 6'5" and 300 pounds. And he wipes out a whole pitcher of margarita before the fights even start. And then continues drinking. And I think we got halfway through the second fight, and he was passed out at the table. And you got police all over this place because, I mean, Spokane, they like to fight there. And they like to fight. It's a Hooters and it's a UFC event. You're going to see some fights, and we did. But unfortunately, he passes out at the table. I mean, completely passed out drunk. So the police are coming over, hey, how are you guys going to get this guy out of here? The restaurant, they don't want him there. He's kind of incoherently getting up every once in a while and blubbering and, making crazy sounds and movements. And he's knocked some shit around. He's knocked water and drinks all over the table. It's super embarrassing. So I'm calling my wife. And cell phones were pretty new. We definitely didn't have a smartphone at the time. But I'm calling her like pretty quick because she dropped us off there so we could drink and not have to worry about getting home. This is before Ubers. I mean, there were taxis, but they weren't as easy to get, especially in Spokane. And she didn't mind driving us. So I'm sitting there calling. I'm calling her for a good hour to hour and a half, and it felt like 6 hours. Well, he's passed out drunk at our table with all these cops and the Hooters waitresses, and man, it was embarrassing. She finally showed up, but long story short, I never went to a bar with him after that. I still have not been to a bar with him. Thought you were streaming New Year's 3 a.m. Happened to check YouTube before I was getting in bed. I was only 15 beers deep then. My daily intake. Your guys' fault went over 20. Yeah, well, they kept saying this was on New Year's. So it's New Year's Eve in Japan, because they're 17 hours ahead of the West Coast, I believe. So when this started, it started at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, New Year's Eve, in Japan. And technically on the West Coast, or on the East Coast, it did start at New Year's Eve, but midnight. Only fight I've witnessed over a UFC event was a drunk dude trying to start at a Buffalo Wild Wings after McGregor lost to Khabib. Oh, that would have been an interesting one to be at a bar for. I was doing a live stream for that, but man, that's one thing I do miss. I wish that I could go to a bar and watch a fight and also do the stream and do this, but unfortunately I can't do both at once. Wow, there was a Rizin in September too. Yeah, I didn't even realize this. August and September. I think because I used to get the notifications from Fight TV, and I hadn't gotten a notification in a long time. And I didn't realize that they Fight TV stopped carrying Rizin. Did you fight? Yeah, comments only, so party 2 left. Miyu. Let me go through. I'll go through the results. First fight of the night ended it was a no contest at first, but it ended up being an armbar. They went back and watched the replay on it. Sakura Mori submitted Eru Takabayashi. Second fight was Tsuyoshi Sidorio defeated Ikahushi Manoa. 3:19 of the first round by low kick knockout. I'm going to have to go back and watch a couple of these because I didn't cover the first couple of fights. Kazuma Karamoto knocked out Taiyo Nakahara with a soccer kick. 2 minutes, 12 seconds to round 1. Definitely have to go back and watch that one. Kawabe and Sayoto ended in a draw. 3 minutes, round 2 of 2, and ended up going to decision. And it was a draw. Kana Asakura versus Ai Shimizu at 108 pounds. Asakura gets the unanimous decision. Oka Sasaki defeats Kenta Takizawa, by unanimous decision. Yoshinara Nadaka defeated Fedorovit. I think that's how you say that name. 110 pounds kickboxing match. He was the one that's supposed to fight Tenshin. So apparently some things got moved around. Hideo Takura. Oh, I missed that fight. Hideo Takura defeated Shinobu Odo by armbar, 2:45 of the second round. Hagiwara defeated Hiramoto, ground and pound, 1:29 of round 2. I think that's where we started. Actually, and then we seen Kleber Earps defeat Kyle, Japanese Kyle, is what we decided to call him. By Darce choke, 4:22 of the first round. And then the last fight we just watched, Naoki Inoue versus Yuki Motoya. Submission rear naked choke, 3 minutes of round 1. As soon as this intermission is over, and it looks like 16 minutes, we got a atomweight championship bout. Ayaka Hamasaki 20-3 against Mayu Yamamoto 6-4. So Mayu's up next. That was a long way to answer your question, but I won MMA gloves at that fight. Was 3 seconds away from getting round submission. Type and time for Mike. Oh, Robert. By the way, too, yeah, you won those gloves. I found something of yours today. I had a Target gift card that I thought I had sent out to you, and I was cleaning up the office, and I found a gift card, and I had put your name on it, but apparently I had not gotten it into the mail. So, as soon as I can get it out, I have a Target gift card that you won still coming to you. Mike could do commentary live from a bar on the fights he sees between drunk customers. You know, I've thought about like doing commentary like in a restaurant. I don't think that would go over well for everybody in there watching the fights. I don't think they'd be very happy. What would be cool is I would like to kind of do like a VJ kind of event at a bar. I don't think they'd want you to do the play-by-play, though, because they'd have the regular commentary playing. Yep, Mayu's next. Japanese Kyle is now called Kyle the Sleepy Cousin. Yeah, Kyle's cousin was in here earlier. No, excuse me, Nicholas. If I make you sleep. Never received card. Yeah, sorry, man. I apparently forgot to send it out. But it'll get there. Derp Crunch, Kyle's still doing better in life than you. Oh, jeez. Thought someone stole the card from my mailbox. Was too embarrassed to say anything. Sorry about that, Robert. Yeah, it was my bad, man. But I seen that and I was like, oh, shit. I'm going to have to come clean on that one. That's embarrassing. But at least you know somebody's not stealing your mail. That's a good thing. So now I can start to drink a little bit. I'm only scared to start drinking at the beginning of a stream, but now why the hell not? Let's start another trivia question. All right, guys. This fighter, I'll give everybody a few seconds. Don't worry about refreshing. I don't think it's been long enough that anybody will fall too far back. Hopefully, but I'll give you just a few seconds so everybody knows the trivia question. And here we go. This fighter appeared on a video game cover with Fedor, even though he didn't fight in the same organization. What fighter was on a video game cover? Fighter at, was on a video game cover with Fedor. It was Couture. You got it. Do they sell beer at Target? Asking for a friend. Oh, that's great. They definitely do. I don't know if you can use. I don't see why you couldn't use a gift card. Vulgar Genius gets it again, though. Yep, Randy Couture. That's a fight that's one that got away. Of course, they were never in the same organization. And these highlights just looping here now. Ben Wynn versus Horiguchi. But it looks like we're just 11 minutes away from the next fight. All right, guys, another trivia question. Anthony Rubble Johnson knocked Andrei Arlovsky's teeth out in their fight in this organization. It was a brutal fight. I believe it was at a catchweight of 225 pounds. And it was right after Anthony Rumble had been temporarily cut by the UFC for missing weight too many times when he was trying to make 170. Oh, Vulgar Genius, you are on top today, man. You are on it. Zabel had it too, and Daniel Mitchell and Robert, World Series of Fighting. But, yeah, you're quick, man. Good guess from Dirt Pride. What's up, D. Brown? Gets it too. Was joking. Massachusetts can't sell beer at grocery stores. Only liquor. They can't sell beer at a grocery store? I didn't realize there was any states that didn't sell beer. I knew hard liquor. You know, in Washington, you had to go to a liquor store to buy a hard liquor. Until about, I think it's about 4 years ago, they started selling hard liquor in the grocery stores. Maybe a little longer now. But the only weird one I knew is in Utah. If you buy beer at the grocery store, it's got to be under 3%. And I didn't know that the first time we went to an opening for a store. Nobody told me. I didn't check the beer. And I'm drinking all this beer back in the hotel and wondering why I'm like not even getting a buzz. And then I realized it was like 2% alcohol. I was basically drinking non-alcoholic beer. And we had to go to a liquor store to get regular beer. Vulgar Genius, you're going to have to come in sometime when Billy Hughes is in. He is... I used to have a season. We had 3 seasons of MMA trivia with trophies at the end of it, where I'd have standalone trivia shows. Yeah, this guy was like unbeatable, but you're pretty good, man. Maybe give him a run for his money. Can only buy wine at the grocery stores in British Columbia. That's interesting. You can buy wine and not beer. Who was the fighter who beat Tito Ortiz twice and then lost him in the 3rd fight? Yep. Oh, man. I try to forget that fight, Derp Crunch. I drink at night and try to remove that fight from my memory. Poor Chuck. All right, let's throw out another trivia question. Before losing to Justin Gaethje earlier this year, how many fights in a row had Tony Ferguson won? He had a really long winning streak. I'm a degenerate, so I watched it. Oh, I watched it too, man. But there it is. Zabel gets it first. But a lot of you guys knew it with 12. Zabel. Is that like Rabble Zabel from the old... what was that way back in the day they had on USA? It was the Laugh Olympics. Yeah. Oh, that is great, man. That is great. I've watched those with my kids, and they love them. And I just realized I couldn't see that I'm sitting inside of the video there. So, all right, I had to do that so I could move over. All right, guys, fights will start in 7 minutes. Always think about that knee injury and him coming back so soon to fight. Well, and he won, and he looked good. That was a big thing. He came back, he won, he looked, pretty good against Anthony Pettis, even though I think Pettis kind of went after the knee. What about Pettis signing with PFL, too? UFC, talking about all the cuts this year. We got Yoel Romero's now signed with Bellator. 2021 is going to look, the landscape is going to be pretty interesting because you have Yoel Romero over in Bellator. Have Anthony Pettis and Rory McDonald over there in PFL. And I'll tell you what, I think Rory's got a good chance at winning that welterweight tournament, but they got some monsters over there too. I can't wait to see Rory McDonald against Ray Cooper III. And that's a fight we're going to get for sure. He's their welterweight champion right now. And then you have Nathan Schultz has won the $1 million tournament over there at PFL in their back-to-back, both their first seasons. Nathan Schultz got it. They got a lot of killers over there at lightweight. It's going to be tough for Pettis. I wonder what he's making per fight, because they have their per fight contracts. Then the runner-up for the season gets $200,000 per weight class, and then of course the winner of each weight class gets $1 million. Oh yeah, Lance Palmer too. He said he would be at lightweight. Congrats to Pettis for getting $1 million. Oh, I don't know about that, man. I remember watching Pettis on MTV. It's wild to see how far he's gone. Magomed Karamov is a tough opponent, but Ray Cooper is easy if you wrestle him. Well, that's the thing. Yeah, Magomed, I believe, won the first season. And I believe the only reason Ray Cooper won last season is because Magomed could not continue because of a cut, which I really didn't think was that bad. But you have to win 2 fights in one night to make it to the finals and the semifinals, which is interesting. But what's strange is the first fight is 2 rounds, and the second fight is 3 rounds. That's the only way they can get it sanctioned, because in the United States you can't fight over 5 rounds in one night in MMA. Which, trust me, that's not a bad idea to make that rule. That's pretty brutal on the body. You think Conor would beat Masvidal? That's a great fight. At one time, I would really favor Conor, but Masvidal, his footwork looks so great against Nate, and his styles make matchups. You know how much Conor struggled with Nate, MMA math is obviously no guarantee, but you also got those styles, and he really showed off great footwork. I think Masvidal, I think he could give Conor some issues. Conor's got that straightforward boxing fighting style. He throws great straight punches. He's got precision, which that's gonna make it a lot different fight than against Nate, who throws more looping punches. Nate does throw a lot of straight punches too. But Masvidal's footwork is extremely underrated. I think that'd be a really good fight. What's up, Matt Barrett? It's on livenow.com. They're in the intermission right now. We'll be back. Well, it's supposed to be back in 2 minutes. So we'll see. Gonna reserve my opinion till after the Poirier fight. Street Jesus would beat Conor. I think you might be right on that, Robert. I would love to see the fight. Man, there's a lot of variables in that fight. Overall, mixed martial artist, you have to say you'd think Jorge Masvidal is a more complete fighter. And it's easy to say that against a lot of fighters that Conor goes against, because he's such just a kickboxer kind of, with, pretty good takedown defense. It didn't used to be. It's gotten much better. His power and precision, though, it's, second to none. So I don't think Masvidal just walks over him. Is it official Poirier versus Conor is for a title yet? They have not said that, but if I was a betting man, I would definitely bet it would be, because Khabib's what they're waiting on. And Khabib Nurmagomedov, he said make this for the title. He's like, I'm not coming back for this title. He's like, make this fight between Poirier and Conor for the title, please. I don't have Vulgar Genius or Streamlink in chat. It's just go to livenow.com. I tried to put the link in before on mine, and when I did, it screwed the app all up. But go to livenow.com and you'll be able to find Rizin and Sports. It's $24.99. Honestly, don't think Khabib is ever going to fight again. Well, I mean, if we take him at his word, he keeps saying, hey, I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. It's when are we going to take him at his word? And here, the main event tonight is going to be Asakura versus Horiguchi. It's a rematch. This is the first fight. You see Asakura taking out Horiguchi in August of last year. All right, and we are back. I hope I don't get pulled for showing those highlights. I don't think they're going to pull me for that. I'll blur it out or something just in case when I repost that or something, or when I have the fight companion up. But I think it's basically just free advertisement for them. Aoki Hamasaki versus Mayu Yamamoto for the women's atomweight championship up next. GSP versus Khabib would have been the fight. Never going to happen, though. It's a shame. Yeah, if either one of those fighters comes back, I think the good news is it will be against each other. I think that's the only reason that either one of those fighters fight. And I just really don't think Khabib's coming back. 25 beers deep now. Oh, Jesus, don't die of alcohol poisoning. When does the final third of the Rizin show start? They just turned the lights on right now, and Aoki Hamasaki and Mayu Yamamoto should be making their way to the ring here momentarily. So the intermission is finally over. Coming up next. All right, guys. I'm not going to show the actual fights because I don't want to get in trouble there, but I think I can justify showing the cage walk and stuff. What? Lorne? That's not funny, man. That is pretty dark, man. Wow. All right, guys. I'm going to take a real quick restroom break. Be right back so we can start this atomweight championship. And actually, I'll leave this up over in the corner because I think they're not going to show any fighting at the moment. I hope that doesn't make people think that I'm going to show the fights. Trust me, I really would if I didn't think that I would get in major trouble. But I can at least show the ring walks. Be right back here. And just so Rizin and Live Now, I don't want to get in trouble with you guys. I don't want anybody to be upset with me. I'm just showing ring walks and those highlights in between. I think Khabib would beat GSP. Oh, I think so. Now, definitely. I don't really have a lot of doubt. Main event prediction, first time viewer. What's up, Dano? Hey, thanks for coming in. My prediction on that one is I think Horiguchi comes back and wins the rematch. I might be rooting a little bit with my heart on that one. But I think he can do it. All right, guys. Women's Super Atomweight Championship. Ayaki Hamasaki. And Mayu Yamamoto coming up next. Horiguchi. I like it. I like it, Robert. At this point, yeah, I think so. The fight got made right at UFC 217. I think it would have been a closer fight, but at this point, it's tough. Is that close to the spilling? You were, man, like Kyoji and Horiguchi. I like it. I like it. Let's throw one more trivia question out there. Well, it looks like it's going to be a minute before they actually get into the ring. Guys, this martial arts star has over 200 kickboxing matches and held the middleweight karate championship for 6 years straight before being enticed by Hollywood. This martial arts star has over 200 kickboxing matches and held the middleweight karate championship for 6 years straight. I know you know this one, Robert. Derb Crunch gets it. I knew Robert knew this one because I asked this in a stream before, and Robert was the one who got it. If you watch enough of these streams, you'll see some of the questions end up getting recycled. Oh, and Robert had it just right behind Derb Crunch, though. Any predictions for this one? I'm going to take Hamasaki for this one. Ayaka Hamasaki. (20-3) as a professional. Wow, they really like to hype these fights up. They have a lot of hype before fights. Reminds you a little bit of boxing in the 90s, huh, Robert? Excuse me. All right, and here is the ceremony. So Hamasaki's 38 years old at this point. I didn't realize she was that old. 20 wins, just 3 losses in her career. She's got 9 submissions, 3 knockouts. She's been knocked out twice, never been submitted. So, I mean, that's her game. Ayaka Hamasaki. She likes to get it on the ground. Took advantage of Robert being drunk. It's not the first time Derb's taken advantage of Robert. No, it's just... Yeah, I'm going to take Hamasaki too. Not just ring walks and Rizin are always a spectacle. Yep. Hamasaki is who I got. Real question, how many beers does Robert still have? Yeah, how many how many beers did you buy, man? Oh, yeah, these spectacle. What is wrong with this, guys? I mean, maybe some of the, they took too long, a little bit of hyping and stuff, but why can't the UFC do some things like this? This is spectacular. And imagine being live in the crowd for this. Mayu Yamamoto, wow, I didn't realize she's 46 years old. 6-4 as a professional. Damn. So she would be a 46-year-old champion. Don't forget Randy Couture, though. He fought to 46, was champion at 43. Oh, 30-pack. I was trying to think. I'm like, how big of a pack does he have? 2 more 30-packs, so I think that makes 66. Oh, my goodness. Oh, you are great, Robert. Damn, I wish you lived closer. I wish you lived closer, Robert, so you could jump in live and stream with me. Yeah, Romero is 43. Now, Yamamoto has won 5 of her last 6. She's a 3-time World Wrestling Champion. Older sister of Kid Yamamoto. Of course, if that name sounds familiar. And she is definitely putting on the dance, putting on the excitement, and, in shape at 46 years old. For those people that say that people shouldn't be fighting at 45, 46. And sometimes I find myself one of them, but not necessarily because of age. So here's the thing with fighters and impulsive people like myself. We have to have something to get obsessed with. And unfortunately, a lot of fighters, when they get done, we're worried about them getting concussions or whatever happening inside the ring or the cage. What life does to them afterwards sometimes is worse than what happens in that ring or cage. The same kind of drive that, makes athletes obsessive, and especially fighters, is the same kind of thing that can lead to alcoholism, to drug addictions, and, most commonly, I think food addiction and impulsivity as far as that's concerned. So, I mean, a lot of times they end up being a lot less healthy once they leave the ring or cage. And I think that's one of the reasons some fighters just can't give it up. 2 words, Tank Abbott. Oh, I love Tank Abbott, though, man. I loved watching his old fights. Yes, R.I.P. Kid Yamamoto for sure. Instead of Massachusetts, I almost moved to Spokane, Washington. Washington's a good place. Spokane's got its parts. It's got its parts I wouldn't necessarily want to live in just because I don't like getting robbed all the time. I don't like getting my car stolen every other day, but there's definitely some good parts there too. I actually really like that city. There's a lot of fun. Well, there was a lot of fun things to do in the, in the former state known as Washington, and now it's known as the Jay Inslee lockdown. Our governor, I mean, we have to ask permission to wipe our ass practically at this point. Ayaka Hamasaki, 20-3 as a professional, 38 years old, born in Japan. Torin Brown, what is up, my friend? Hey, I'm doing good, man. Let's get to 50 likes. Yes, hit that like button. Hit that like button. Or I'm going to find you and I'm going to beat your ass. Now, Ayaka Hamasaki, former Invicta, Atomweight champion, Jules lightweight queen tournament winner, 9 wins by submission, 3 by KO. I mean, come on. No, I mean, you guys have been cheap tonight. Nobody's put anything in the tip jar. Can I at least get a like? What's up? Hello there in Japan. Just jokes, guys. I love you guys. I appreciate you being here. Mike, start a GoFundMe for Robert Dwyer. Oh, my goodness. Hey, you know, me and Robert have had these conversations, and I've just decided, you know, I love Robert. I love my brother. He's having fun. He's doing what he likes, and he's going to ride this thing till the wheels fall off. He's like Lemmy. And I hope he lives as long as Lemmy did. You know, Lemmy partied to the age of 69 years old. Tank Abbott was a beast. Hell yeah, he was. Imagine if he had an actual proper training camp. Yamamoto, 8 years older at 46. Hamasaki, an inch taller at 5'2". Hamasaki, a lot more experience at 20-3. Yamamoto, just 6-4. But she has won her last 5. I can translate. Godzilla is coming. All right, guys. I greatly apologize. Well, okay, apparently they're going to have the Japanese national anthem. When the fight starts, guys, that little video over on the left is going to have to disappear. So before you give me a thumbs down after I leave, I'm warning you now. I need to be a good partner to Rizin and to Live.now. You know, and that's just part of me. Well, mostly me not wanting to get kicked off of YouTube. But the longer I've been doing this, the more, you know, I feel for the fighters. And, you know, they need to have the ability to make money and finance stuff, too. It's not fair for me to hijack the stream so I can get a few views and take fighters' money. Risk it all, says AM. I have 90-day suspension, man. Sure Dog represent. Oh, gotta love Sure Dog. Been drinking like this since the age of 13. I'm 41 now. So far, a good run. Oh, gee, both grandpas died from drinking and smoke. Oh, Jesus, man. AM, what's your problem, dude? What's up, Nick Burgeon? Good to see ya. Of course, he's drunk. So am I. I am drinking a Budweiser seltzer, but mixing with the water, doing the damn last day of 2020. Thank God. Fuck you, 2020. Has there ever been a worse year? Not in modern day history. Better be to watch Japanese MMA at 5 a.m., right? No time lag. Is this streaming? It is, Reto. When the fight starts, though, I greatly apologize, but we're going to have to go to audio only. It'll be my audio commentary. I'll let you guys know what's going on, but I will have to cut the video. Who's fighting? Ayaki Hamasaki versus Mayu Yamamoto. The names are in the bottom right-hand corner. And here we go. I know I'm going to... Please... Please, I beg for understanding, guys, that I have to take off the video there. I really do apologize, but I really don't have a choice. Mayu Yamamoto, 6-4 as a professional, 46 years old, out of Japan. Sorry, Nick. You're not getting my Bud Light, says Romerson. Got a link to the 5-minute... I'm watching it on live.now, man. It was I had to pay $25 for it. 20-3, Ayaki Yamasaki. Sorry, man. Like I say, I apologize not being able to show the fight, guys. I really wish I could. But I'll do my best to make you guys feel like you're watching it because of my commentary. All right. Hamasaki, former champion, looking to win it back again. Former Rizin and Invicta FC champion. And here we go, guys. Round one. Nice inside leg kick from Yamamoto to start this out. Yamamoto's nice straight right there. You play Tapology. Oh, like the fantasy? I would, but I don't quite understand it. Nice left hook. There from Hamasaki. And Yamamoto's got a single leg here. Yamamoto looking to become, maybe the oldest champion of a major organization at 46 years old in MMA history. It's possible. Oh, Hamasaki going for an armbar here, though. Yamamoto's got to be careful here. And Yamamoto doing a good job of defending this so far. She's got that grasp where she's holding her hands together to try to fight this. And Hamasaki, she doesn't quite have the angle here. She'd be doing much better if she could get her legs up over the shoulder. Oh, and great transition. And she transitions to the dominant north-south. And going for a Kimura here. Oh, she's gonna get this. She's got the legs. Now she's going for the armbar. This looks like a matter of time. Some head stomps from Yamamoto. And there it is. Wow. She had the triangle choke and the armbar on at the same time. Kid Yamamoto would be proud. His sister wins the championship tonight. Who won? Yamamoto. It is over neck. Weird Kimura right there. Yeah, that was that was an incredible transition. And for those that love submissions, I love striking, but it feels like we almost got an overload of striking in 2020. Like everybody wanted to have a kickboxing match. And I don't know if that's because of the small cage in the UFC. But man, it was a lot of fun watching Submission Underground. I know Robert, some of you guys were there earlier. We did Submission Underground 20. Some incredible matches. Craig Jones, Richie Martinez, Ryan Bader, Gabriel Gonzaga. There were some good stars in that, and that was a lot of fun. That was fast. Kid sister. Kid sister. Yeah, Kid Yamamoto that unfortunately died. That's his sister that just won the Atomweight Championship. These fights are quick. Yes, they are. All right, good stuff there. How did he die? I don't remember right now. Mostly water. I got some Bud Light seltzer here, but I'm drinking mostly water because I really don't want to get dehydrated commentating at 3 o'clock in the morning. Or who just won. Oh, excuse me, Yamamoto didn't win. It was Ayaka Hamasaki. Excuse me, I said Yamamoto. But Ayaki Hamasaki ends up winning this one at 38 years old. Sorry, Crunch. I think I called that wrong for a second. I am. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, man. And let's watch the replay of that. And there's the armbar. And you see the former champion sitting at ringside waiting to come back and try to grab that championship. Did Tenshin already fight? Tenshin did not fight. Guys, I'm putting the video out here between the fights so you can see the ring walks, interviews and things. I have to tell you guys, just warning, when the fights start, I have to cut the video. It's what keeps us in business. What's up, How to Japan? You're welcome. Instant. I don't know if that's Inoue's ex-wife. I have no idea, Nick. Good question. Who doesn't AM? Who doesn't AM? I've been married for 20 years, so I'm just an observer. But, yeah, I love women of all races. 6 a.m. here. 4 more hours out when drinking for 24 hours straight. Oh my God, don't die on it. Don't die on this, Robert. All I ask for you is please don't die on one of my streams. 3 a.m. in San Diego. Yeah, it's 3 a.m. here too, man. I'm in Seattle. There's an interview. She says, I'm very grateful to receive this opportunity to fight in the title fight. And I'm sure there's going to be a call out here. She's got the Rizin belt. Of course, those big trophies. I'm not always a big fan of the trophies, but when you're basically trying to bring back pride and those big historic trophies, it's just the pageantry and tradition. I eat it up. I'm a sucker for it. No, I don't speak Japanese. I know a few things from when I was in judo. I can count to 10. I can say a few judo throws and just basically things that would get me through practice in a tournament. It'd be an awesome language to know, though. Bro, I've been drinking water for 40 hours. You should probably sleep if you've been up for 40 hours. I'm in Japan, but mother-in-law is hogging the TV. Oh, damn. Well, get her into MMA, Sean. Doesn't she want to watch this? Water champ. Fights are being uploaded to YouTube. I'm guessing they'll be easy to find when the event finishes. Who's uploading them to you? Oh, eventually, maybe. Huh, yeah, I don't know. Live.now is charging $25 for this one, though, and that's what I paid. Takanori Gomi, the Fireball Kid, coming up next. Oh, my goodness. Talk about tradition. You know, does Fireball Kid still have it? Remember the Fireball Kid? He had some issues, of course, in the UFC when he came back. You know, he was a bit older. But remember, in Rizin, I'm pretty sure that it's like Pride was. I'm pretty sure they don't drug test these guys. And that's why you can fight at 46. And that's why Takanori Gomi can come back here. And you know what? Everybody knows the rules. I don't have an issue with it if anybody knows the rules. If you don't want to fight, if you want to fight fighters under USADA, under the different things, you have options. That's, why I don't have a problem with it is because, you have options. Takanori Gomi versus Kyoji Tanaka next. And let's change the fighters here. Oh man, so many memories from Takanori Gomi. Especially that battle back in the day with Nick Diaz. That was incredible, but yeah, the Fireball Kid. Against Kyoji Tanaka. And Gomi was actually saying that he was pretty surprised that, Tanaka was talking so much shit coming up to this fight. He was really surprised by it. Apparently Tanaka's really been running his mouth, and it's really gotten on Gomi's nerves. Did Mayu lose? If so, how? Mayu just won by armbar. New champion. Who you got this fight? I don't know a lot about Tanaka, Roberts. I'm going to go with Gomi. But it's not a real edge. I'm not real confident. All right, 413 people watching. Everybody, please hit that like button if you're new here. Hit that subscribe button. Help a brother out. I've been doing this since March of 2017. So over 3 years, almost 4 years, guys. And, we're at about 6,100 subscribers. Pretty small, tight-knit community. I would like to grow it bigger because, I work hard at this. I'd like to, at least make enough money to, pay for my time and production and stuff. I'm not trying to get rich here. But, if you did want to hit that super chat, give me a donation here, I would really appreciate it. We do have a tip jar here. I do pay for the pay-per-view. To support the fighters and things, so that is one expense. Never heard of him, ma'am. Would you explain Gomi information more? Yeah, sure. Anyways, let's get back to the fights. I promise you'll have more followers. I hope so, too. Dang, it's been 3 years I've been with you, Mike, not 2. Damn, like the whole time, then. I can't like you called that fight wrong. Oh, my goodness, 416. Get the fook out of here. No. All right, yeah, 410 people watching. Hey, man, it's 3 a.m. Cutting some slack. I think he's just pulling my chain here. All right, AA Takanori Gomi, Kyoji Tanaka. Who's everybody got in this one? We're literally relying on him. Come on, over 350 viewers, but only 35 likes. Yeah, hit that like button. Thank you, Derp Crunch. And I told you the right result. I think Gomi will win, says Messiah. Yeah, I'm going for Gomi, but like I said, I got to be honest, I'm not real familiar with Tanaka. Of course, I've been watching Gomi forever, back in the Pride days, back in the UFC. I kind of lost track of Rizin when they left fight. I didn't even know that they had been running events because they were on this live.now, and I thought they were shut down for the pandemic the last year. Gomi is mean garbage in Japanese. You sure about that? Roger, enjoy. Really? Yeah, I have my doubts on that. Is that true? Huh. Learn something new every day. Thank you, Sean Nothing. Yeah, we still have more. If I could at least get more thumbs up than thumbs down, that would be a feat. I would appreciate that. Because I'm still in the negative here. Come on, Gomi. Can we see their fighting here? What's up, Chris? It's audio commentary only. Once the fights start, I have to cut the feed. I can do the ring walks, the pageantry, all of that. You might get some highlights. I cannot show the actual fight. You know. Oh, so we're getting an update of what's taking so long here. Oh, they're apparently they have a Japanese baseball star in the crowd that they're paying respect to. So that's what's taking so long here. Gomi is perfect person. Oh, I wish I understood Japanese, guys, but konnichiwa. Hello to everyone in Japan. Thank you for coming in. Can't find any good link, but the fights are being uploaded to YouTube. Once you wake up from your hangover, will you drink again? I haven't drank enough to get a hangover, AM. But eventually, I will drink again, yes. Whether it be tomorrow, I haven't decided yet. But eventually, I will drink again. Are you excited, you mean, Messiah? Nice. All right, here we go. Guys, hit that like button if you like what I do here. If you like everything boxing, mixed martial arts, kickboxing, this kind of things, I do live fight companions. Sometimes I have co-commentators. But we do live fight companions for every UFC, every major boxing event, pretty much every Bellator. I've only missed a few UFCs, I think, over the last 3 years. And then, I do prediction videos, things like that. So we got a really knowledgeable community here. So, if that's something you're interested in, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to ring the bell. And that'll notify you. So you'll know whenever I drop a new video or go live. Like for Max Holloway versus Calvin Kattar in just a few weeks. Are you going to react to Ryan Garcia fight? Yes, I am. Looking forward to that one. Thumbs for the boys. Oh, you guys listen well. And look, the thumbs up are beating the thumbs down by 1, 44-43. So it's the only broadcast I've ever had that I get more thumbs down than I get thumbs up. Your MC is the greatest I have ever heard. Hey. Says, I can't hear the sound of the video because of your voice. Shut your mouth. Hey, why don't you get the fook out of here? Goodbye. Go kick rocks, buddy. 45 now. Thank you. You ain't going to be able to watch the fight here, so don't get your hopes up. Yeah. Thank you, Nick. Appreciate it. Yeah, I work within the rules that YouTube gives me here. I got Max over at Qatar. I got Max too. I'm going to do a preview video on that. I got to watch some more video. I got preview videos up right now for Conor versus Dustin and for Chandler versus Hooker. On a fight like that, I like to watch a lot of video because I don't like to be wrong when I make a full prediction video. Of course, it's going to stop. Qatar stops Max in 3. Max over 5. You think Max is going to get stopped? I don't think he's stopping Max. Max is too tough. Qatar probably takes 2 rounds. Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be I'm leaning towards Max. I am going to do some more homework. Oh, and of course, showing Gomi, a legend of Pride there. Pride FC later fought for the UFC as well. And he's been in Rizin for a minute. And you see some highlights there from Rizin 9. 49-46 likes to do. Please be quiet. Please get the fook out of here. Oh, why don't you go sit in timeout and think about your life? Thank you for your illegal broadcast. Don't get your hopes up too much, man. When the fight starts, I have to stop because I just got to keep throwing that out there, guys. And for anybody watching from Rizin and Live.now, please don't cut my stream. I am an advertisement for you guys. Please go to Live.now and order this. It's only $25 for these. You get unlimited replays of 15 fights. You've already had a lot of great fights here already. It's got to fight someone to get a shot. Well, thank you. Thanks for being here. Says I love you. Typing in Japanese, translate to English. I'd love to be part of the conversation. This match is entertainment. I agree. I'm assuming, Robert, and I mean, I don't know, because I know, in Japan, a lot of people can speak English, and not a lot of people in here speak Japanese, because we're kind of fucking lazy. But I'm assuming their keyboard has, like, Japanese characters and stuff on it, just like we can't type in Japanese on ours. But I don't know. Somebody let me know that. I've actually really, really been interested. I've been curious about that for quite some time. Marcin Prachnagios Chin, thank you. The first super chat of the night.